Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News starts now.
The Kern High School District may be adding water polo to its list of sports this fall. How tonight's board meeting could bring that into fruition.
And it was an earthquake that rocked Kern County last year. We'll tell you how the community of Ridgecrest is still picking up the pieces 6 months later.
And Clinica Sierra Vista is taking their services up a notch. How a new design standard will elevate your experience.
Good morning and thanks for joining us for 23 ABC News at 6 a.m. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
I'm Mike Hart. Glad you're here. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Elena Rusk right off the bat and get an idea of what to expect today. I know, because it's been chilly, but it hasn't really felt. You know, it was when the sun's shining. Unlike yesterday, it still feels warm, even if it's 40-something out.
Yeah, so Saturday we're in the 60s.
Right.
Yesterday we were in the low 50s, and it was kind of cold and gloomy and gray, and you're like, oh, okay. But there was no rain, as expected. So now we're climbing back up, upper 50s today, some low 60s tomorrow, and then another chilly snap for the middle of the week. And I say chilly by California standards, but enough to try and bring us some mountain snow heading into early Thursday, so that's an exciting prospect. For those of you, though, who are a little tired of the weather, you want a bit of a break, today and tomorrow is that nice, calm, dry pattern, as you see here, to get you kind of back into the routine for work and school if you had a long winter break. We're at 40 in McFarland right now, 45 here in Bakersfield, close to or below freezing for many of our mountain and desert locations at this hour. And there's some fog north of the county line, but here in Bakersfield, we're cold and quiet with the 40s through mid-morning. 54 for your lunch break is on the cool side, but keep in mind our average high is 55. So we're going to keep on going for the afternoon to a mild and mostly sunny 58, and that comes with moderate air quality. More on that chance of rain and snow for midweek coming up, but first I wanted to show you with our traffic. Passes are open. As we zoom you down to Bakersfield, you can see our big highways are running in the green as the first of the commute kicks off.
Water polo could be one step closer to becoming a reality in the Kern High School District following tonight's Board of Trustees meeting. Tonight, the board is expected to vote on whether or not to include water polo as a CIF sport amongst local public high schools. With the new aquatics complex set to open, a spokesperson for the Aquatics Center said as many as 10 high schools have indicated they will be open to taking part in water polo as soon as the fall season. Currently, Garces and Bakersfield Christian have the only water polo high school programs. The board meeting is set to begin tonight at 7 o'clock.
It has been 6 months since the 7.1 magnitude earthquake rocked Ridgecrest and Trona. Many people still trying to pick up the pieces.
The earthquake also impacted businesses in the Ridgecrest community and the high desert. 23 ABC's Alex Bell spoke to residents about how the community is remaining strong.
Everything was knocked over. There was liquid everywhere.
Nathan Shane Burleson remembers just months ago what that convenience store down the street from where he lives looked like after that 7.1 earthquake hit. He says parts of the ceiling were missing and there were long lines of people waiting for food and water because
the grocery stores were finished for a few days.
But what he remembers most is what has been emerging from Ridgecrest ever since, a sense of community and helping one another.
We were just sitting right there at the door telling them what we needed, and they'd go get it through the wreckage because there was so much damage that we couldn't come in.
Just a few blocks over, the Ridgecrest Cinema also hit hard, part of the ceiling completely collapsing, but now under construction.
I was just at Ridgecrest Cinema 2 days ago with my grandkids, and we noticed that half of the building was closed because they were remodeling, and the other portion was still open.
While businesses work on reinforcing their buildings, the community is reinforcing their bond.
I think for the most part, a lot of the local businesses have come together and a lot of people are trying to support them. Local residents are trying to support them as well.
People say initially it took some time, but businesses have started to bounce back.
There's a lot of cleanup, so I feel like that kind of hindered them at first, but now everything's pretty much back to normal.
If you take a wide look at Ridgecrest today, it's hard to tell that just 6 months ago the city was shaken. But if you look close enough, you can see the reminders. Sears Heating and Air Conditioning hasn't reopened, and at Saracoso Community College, signs are posted on the window stating that they are repairing from the earthquake. Peggy Breeden, the mayor of Ridgecrest, says the biggest economic impact for the city will come from a $3.1 billion project to repair the damage at the Naval Air Weapons Station, China Lake.
they're estimating 2,000 people coming in town to help make those repairs and to move here.
Most residents we spoke to say the rebuilding process has made them thankful for their local businesses.
It really meant a lot to all of us in the community because we had nowhere to turn.
The quake may have rocked a few buildings, but it didn't shake the heart of the community. Many saying they don't plan on leaving the place that they call home.
To uproot and move, I think that it would be devastating for me because I love my home, I love the community, and this is a great place.
I'm Alex Bell for 23 ABC News, connecting you.
If you would like to see our complete special report on the 6 months since the Ridgecrest earthquakes, head to our 23 ABC Facebook page, our website, turn23.com, or your streaming devices.
Well, there are many ideas and fundraisers we're always telling you about to help out local folks in need. And this morning, we have plans for the inaugural Mayor's Ball that's scheduled for next month. Advance tickets are required to attend the Black Tie Gala set for February 8th at CityServe, located at 3201 F Street. CityServe connects families in crisis with the more than 80 local churches of all denominations across Bakersfield and Kern County, with their mission to help families get back on their feet. Last year alone, they distributed $10 million in products to local families. Ticket information is available by calling 371-2650.
Clinica Sierra Vista is bringing new opportunities for health care to Kern County. This week, they're revealing the design of their brand new clinic. The reveal event is going to showcase a life-size, three-dimensional cardboard model of how the clinic is going to be laid out and how it intends to elevate the client and staff experience. It's happening this Friday at 10 a.m. at the South Bakersfield Clinic on Weibel Road.
Sesame Street Live is coming to Bakersfield tomorrow. That's right. All the classic characters are there. Elmo, Cookie Monster, and Big Bird. Why aren't we talking about Bert and Ernie? Those are the
so
classic.
true.
Those are the classic characters. I mean, almost kind of. They're going to be up on stage, taking you along on a magical adventure at Mechanics Bank Theater. You and the kids have a chance 3 different times to attend these performances. The first show is Tuesday at 6 p.m. Then Wednesday, a doubleheader. The first at 10:30 in the morning. The last at 6 o'clock that night. Tickets begin at $15.
You have a chance to hear the comedy stylings of Joey Diaz at the Fox Theater in just 2 weeks. You might recognize Diaz from a number of TV and film roles, The Mentalist, The Longest Yard, Spider-Man 2, and many others. He's also been a regular guest on Joe Rogan's popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Tickets are on sale at the Fox Theater box office, starting at $35. He's performing Friday, January 17th at the Fox in downtown Bakersfield.